everybody, support the man, the myth, the legend, the anomaly, Dwayne O'Neal Robinson, back at it again with another YouTube video. Listen, if this is your first time clicking onto my channel or onto one of my videos, I want to welcome you to D-Space. This is a space and a place for you to gain positivity, motivation, and inspiration, all through the means of laughter. And I strongly encourage you to click on that subscribe button and on that bell. Therefore, when I upload, which is every single Thursday, you will be notified. And to my original subscribers, thank you so much for your love and for your continuous support. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's time for the Black History Fact and cut. So today's Black History Fact that I will be presenting to you happened on Wednesday, May 26th. 2021, when Miss Karen Jean Pierre became the second African-American woman to lead a White House briefing under the Biden administration. So you're probably wondering, who was the first African-American woman to do so? So let's go back in time 3 decades ago. 30 years ago, in 1991, the first African-American woman to lead a White House briefing under the Bush Senior administration was none other than Miss Judy Smith. Now, for those who know and for those who don't know, Miss Judy Smith is the real Olivia Pope. I could say a lot more, but I ain't gonna say nothing else, okay? So all I can say is scandalous. Hashtag scandal, hashtag recess, hashtag come to D-Space. You're gonna learn something in this space and place, okay? That's a Black History Fact that I have for you today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me inquire some information from you. Have you ever found yourself in a situation or some circumstances where there are a group of people or an individual that is hindering you based off of them having you pigeonholed? Yes? Of course you have. Everybody has, one way or another. And that is what I will be discussing today. Dealing with being pigeonholed. Okay? For those who don't know what pigeonholed is, it is basically a term, okay, that is used when someone or a group of people are hindering you from exploring some other dreams and aspirations that you have. Okay, so I will use the example because we do this all the time. To artists, whether if they are an artist that paints, an artist that sings, or an artist that creates, or an artist that even acts. We get so accustomed to them singing or painting or acting in a particular genre or theme, and what ends up happening is when they start doing something new or different, we pigeonhole them. We don't necessarily like what they're doing because we are so accustomed to what they were doing before. And when they start to explore and to do different things, we're like, no, we like it when they sing the sad songs. No, we like it only when they do the action-packed films. We only like when they write the mysteries. We only like when they're only doing this one particular thing. But as human beings, we are people that are always growing and evolving and trying to create and learn new things, at least the mass majority of us. I personally believe there is a massive issue in the professional world when your superiors try to pigeonhole you, right? They only want you to be in that position. They'll be quick to demote you, but they are slow to promote you. Now that is when it is a big red flag that you are being pigeonholed, all right? Or people have a tendency to put a label on you that is not necessarily who you are and everything that encompasses your being, all right? Now, how do you deal with it? Now, you have two ways to deal with it. It's either you're going to accept what they're saying, okay, and just deal with it and just submit to what they're stating to you, or you are going to flip the script and tell them hell to the no, that is not only me. I know my value, I know my worth, I have high self-esteem, I'm a boogie, I'm gonna dip it and do it, I'm gonna move and shake the way how I wanna move and shake because I know my talents and my abilities. Okay, so in order how to deal with that is to prove those individuals wrong. And if that means that you need to find a new job, you need to go to a new department, that means that if you have to break away from the haters and the naysayers and the pigeonholers, if you got to break away and dip and dodge, bob and weave, and go to a whole completely new city, whole completely new town, whole different new church, so therefore you could accomplish what you want to accomplish and what you set out to accomplish, by all means, that's how you deal with being pigeonholed. Now, I'm not saying for the individuals, there are some individuals that are content where they are. But if you have a desire in order to move forward and to push forward, and you're starting to feel, hey, I'm not moving in the direction that I want to move in personally or professionally, then you got to shake things up a little bit. You got to let people know, or you got to let your individual, the individual at hand know, don't play with me. I ain't having it. Nah, we're not going to do this. These are my demands. This is what I'm bringing to the table. This is my value. This is my worth that I know that I could bring to the table. And at the end of the day, it's either you're going to take it or leave it. Because we live in a day and age where everything around us is a revolving door. There's no security in anything nowadays. The quality of life has changed. The way how things were made 10, 20, 30 years ago in durability and sustainability is just not there. So at the end of the day, don't sit there and let someone try to hold you down or to hold you back because of what they think. They may not see you the way how you see you. And that means sometimes you need to uproot yourself, leave from the situation, and make sure you prosper in the next situation or chapter of your life, not only to prove them wrong, but to prove yourself right. So that is the best way for you to learn how to deal with being pigeonholed. The strategies are, make sure you listen to what the person is saying, okay? If they are saying that you're only good at one thing, then you need to make sure that you are proving yourself that you're not only good at one thing, but you're good at multiple things that you have mastered. 2, you need to make sure that you are at your prime and you're performing at an optimal level, all levels, to prove that you are worthy of not being pigeonholed. And number 3 and last, if that person or those group of people cannot let go of the past or don't want you to grow or see you grow, it is your responsibility to make sure that you grow and make those leaps and bounds that you want to make, because your dreams and your aspirations are not somebody else's responsibility. They are yours, and you are accountable of your life. You make the choices every single day that if you are going to move forward and be great, or if you're going to settle and be mediocre. Right, be mediocre. So that is the best advice that I could give to you today. Make sure you speak over yourself, you encourage yourself, and you do not give up on your dreams. You break those dreams down into goals, ladies and gentlemen. You make a vision and you go after that vision and make sure it becomes a reality. Don't let nobody play you. Don't let nobody disrespect you. Don't let nobody talk down to you. Don't let no one tell you what you don't want to hear. You need to make sure that you rise to the occasion and you break that glass ceiling. You make that history. You become the first. You become the second. You become the cream of the crop, the top of the top. And that's the best advice that I could give to you this week. I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.